But it seems like they just stay obsessed with us even when they leave. It seems like they become a psycho ex-girlfriend, which is a sermon I preached. What did you think about that analogy, Brother Ben?
Well, I think it's apropos because you see this in relationships a lot of the time where one party just cannot get over the other and they're just stalking them on social media. They won't leave them alone. They're obsessed with them. And that's what's happening here. And I've actually never seen this phenomenon before. I've been at this 8 years in any other medium other than relationships where you have people who move on to something else supposedly on paper, but then they're watching everything you do. They're probably watching this stream right now. They'll be watching Pastor Anderson's sermon. They're watching our conference. They look at every post we make. They look at every move we make. They are just completely deranged.
Well, and again, it's almost, you kind of wonder, some of these people have a shrine with like hair and like dolls and they're doing these weird things, but then you see them actually having an entire board game dedicated to the new IFB. Like that's a serious level of commitment, not only to play a board game, but to make, it's like someone made an actual board game. Does that kind of make you, what is your thoughts about a board game with your face on it, Pastor Anderson?
The board game thing I only found out about recently, and somehow I missed that at the time.
What?
And I'd heard somebody say something about it, but I thought I must have misunderstood. But it turned out it was real, and
it's real.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre to put that much effort into making something, and especially if you're not even going to market it. Like if you're gonna make it, then own it. I guess it was like the Cracker Barrel logo, where like came out with it, it was a flop, so you just kind of put it away real quick.
It's like a city lost.
Yeah, just like it didn't really pan out. But you know what you were saying a minute ago. Here's the thought that came into my mind. I'm thinking about all the people that jumped ship, that quit our church, that quit the new IFB movement. I wonder if any of them are reading their Bible more, soul winning more, praying more, like doing more for God, because I don't think so. And I'm looking at the churches that have just bailed on us, stabbed them. And here's the way I see it. It's not even about, supporting me or backing me up. Really, it's just about backing up authority, backing up parents, backing up husbands. It's really about biblical principle. And whenever we make decisions, they should always be based upon principle. And when the Bible talks about not being a respecter of persons, I think that a lot of people misunderstand what that means, because when you think about when the Bible talks about not respecting persons, it's saying don't respect the person of the rich or the powerful or the people that can give you advantage. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm going to rule in this guy's favor because he can help me or because he's got money or whatever. Obviously we should be respectful toward people, respecting Christians, respecting men of God, respecting our parents. Because some people are like, well, I don't respect anybody because I'm not a respecter of persons. I mean, it's stupid, right? They don't understand what it means. What it's saying is like, you're not going to be unjust on behalf of someone because they can give you advantage, whether that be money, power, influence, whatever. Okay. So at the end
what you're
of
saying is Jude too, right?
Excuse me?
Having men's persons in admiration because of advantage.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's lots of verses. That's one of them. But then there's also a lot of other verses where just, God's not a respecter of persons. Thou shalt not respect persons in judgment. So at the end of the day, it's about doing what's right and siding with whoever is biblically right, not based on our feelings or our emotions or our heartstrings. No, what is biblically right? Who is biblically right? And we take that side. And here's the thing, is that a lot of people bailed out on us because they thought that we were bad for them. They thought, oh, if I stay with Pastor Anderson, I'm going to lose people. My church is going to shrink, or, people are going to do this to me or that to me or whatever. And what's funny is that the people that stayed with me ended up thriving. Churches are breaking records and whatever. And then the churches that bailed have gotten smaller. And it's not like, oh, they should have stayed with Pastor Anderson because then they would have done better. No. It's that we did better because we're on the Lord's side, because the Bible's on our side. And what those people should have done is made a decision based on principle and just let the chips fall where they may. Instead of sitting there saying, I wonder which way the wind's blowing. I wonder who's winning because I just want to be on the right side of history. I just want to get on the winning side. That is a wicked attitude. to say, like, oh, I'm going to bail on my friend because I don't think he's going to win. And then when it turned out we did win, well, guess what? Where does that leave them? On the losing side. But you know what? We're not right because we're winning. We're winning because we're right.
I agree with everything you're saying.